Oh shit. Unconstitutional said, what's the truth? What's the truth about growing food? Unconstitutional said, what's the truth about growing food? And for that, you need to head on over to my Patreon and get the information over there because YouTube censors that type of information. I'm only here to promote my Patreon. Like that's the answers you seek are over there. I'm here to talk about everything. I'm here to talk about everything else but the truth about growing food. What's up with y'all? This a promo. This a promotion. Fuck y'all thought this was. Y'all funny. Y'all thought I was about to give y'all the game on everything, huh? Oh shit, we got another Gila monster. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. If it pleases the court, I would like to show you a salamander. You see it right there? AKA skink. I know y'all see that. Please tell me y'all see that. They're all over the place right now. Check them out. You see it? Here, skinky, skinky, skink. Here, skinky, skinky, skinky. Here, skinky, 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 skinky. Here, skinky. Skink. What if he transdimensionally bites one of y'all? Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Oh, it's blurry. This video blurry. That's because YouTube trying to stop this truth from getting out. That's what it is. So they lower my frame rate. Somebody said, cool looking lizard. Do we know what kind it is? It's a skink. Not blurry if you turn it up at least 480p. Are you saying that's something I need to do on my end? How the fuck do I do that? What type of forbidden knowledge do you have? His name is Link. Bro, there's a whole family of them over there. Maybe I need to sit down with Salty Cracker and discuss how to do this. Because that nigga knows. He knows some shit. But yeah, the truth about growing your own food, or the truth about growing food in general, is that you need to head on over to my Patreon and my Subscribe Star. No fucking way. Wait a minute. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh, you fucking kidding me? I left the baby carburetor out in the rain. Damn. It wasted no time corroding right there at the blade too. You see that? Damn. I let the carburetor out in the rain. Baby is a bitch. I left it out in the rain last night. The fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, the truth about growing food is that you need to head on over to my Subscribe Star on Patreon and sign up to my email list. $33 a month, because YouTube censors that type of information. And you know the censorship overlords. And buy my book. This is just a promotion to get you to go over there. Somebody say you need animals, not a garden. Nicholas Canada, I'm mad you put that in all caps like that. Like that shit was truth. I'm mad you put that shit in all caps like that. It's like I for one don't want to do like all those animals. Like I know a lot of people, first thing they do, they get some land, want to throw a whole bunch of animals on there. That's not something I really want to tangle with. Like maybe some chickens, and the rest is gonna be we ain't gonna be doing all that animals and shit. Maybe some dogs. That's it. Like I'm not interested in raising cows and doing all that. Like I'll support the people that do. Like I'll go get the beef from the butchers and the people that's what they do. That's not something I'm looking. I don't get into that. When it comes to my zombie apocalypse group, I'm not gonna have to get into that. I'm gonna have a guy for that. Like we have a guy. I have a guy for that. So that's not something I don't need. A bunch of fucking cows. You know, I don't need to be a fucking rancher. You know what I'm saying? Careful what kind of dog you get. Shepherds and sheepdogs are a handful. Oh yeah, I'm getting a couple Caucasian shepherds. Maybe a child. I don't know. You know, shout out to the Caucasian shepherd. And it's going to be an outside dog. It's going to be an outside dog. Running around on like 5 fucking acres. It's not a handful. Yeah, it's a handful when people get big ass dogs and tiny ass 1-bedroom apartments and they're like, I don't know what to do. How come we have so much energy? No, it's an outside dog. It does outside things. I was talking to a dog trainer on the job. I was training him on the job he was doing, and he was telling me about how oftentimes women they'll go out and buy like a bigger dog, like a Doberman or a Greyhound or a Saint Bernard, because the movies tell them that's what they want and they think it's cute, and they're like, ooh, you know, but they don't know the first thing about raising them, and then they bring their dogs to him to train the dog, and he says the first thing he asked the owner of the dog is, what are the dog's living conditions? And oftentimes they'll say, hey, it's either in a kennel in the basement or in the kitchen. And he's like, do you take it outside? Yeah, we take it outside so it can take a shit. You know, we try to take it out like 3 times a day, take it for a walk so it can shit. And other than that, the dog's in the house running around, chewing up the furniture, and it's humping our guests when they come over and barking. And it was like, that's that type of dog. That's just the breed of dog. It needs land. Dalmatians and Greyhounds, they need land. Like, you can't just have a fucking 1-bedroom apartment in fucking San Francisco with a Dalmatian and think that Dalmatian is going to be happy. It may look happy, it may seem happy, on the outside looking in, but that dog, them dogs like to run. You know, it's not no fucking Yorkie. Like, they like to run, get into shit, find shit, explore. And then you can't provide that type of terrain or environment, then that's what it's going to do in your apartment. It's going to find shit to get into. It's going to chew up shit. It's going to be chewy. It's going to be chewy. I seen a Facebook post earlier, a guy looking for pit bull puppies. I'm over pit bulls. Like, that shit is just, no. Let me tell you something. This is why I knew I was over pit bulls when I was young, because my mentor had a Rottweiler named Ace. He was an outside dog. This was one of the happiest dogs on the block. Like, he was official. Then he had like a 20-foot by 20-foot kennel in the backyard, like this size. He had like a little 20 by 20 kennel that he would put him into when they were having functions in the backyard. And Ace was a big dog, big powerful dog. I remember my mentor's son was scared of the dog, and the dog knew it, so the dog didn't let him feed it. But me, I was retarded. I wasn't scared, and me and the dog got real cool. Like, I could go into the kennel, I could let him out. The dog would let me put the leash around his neck. Now, this dog was famous for not letting people go around his neck. Like, he'll turn up on you. And he wasn't the barking type of dog neither. Like, he'll bite at you, but it was like a warning bite. But he wouldn't bark and let you know. You had to pay attention to his tail with a little nub, because he didn't have a tail. It was like a little nub, little Rottweiler. So, good dog, powerful dog. Now, my buddy, like, pit bulls aren't as intelligent as Rottweilers. If you get a pit bull, think it's going to be a good guard dog, somebody breaking your house, all they need to do is get a pit bull, a fucking Slim Jim, and the pit bull is fucking happy. Like, the most aggressive pit bull. And then people be having pit bulls looking like they lift weights and be like, ugh! You give it a Slim Jim, it turn into the biggest fucking Tamagotchi known to man. Rottweilers are different. Like, they're like, okay, there's a Slim Jim, but who are you? And why are you here? And why do you have a TV and a VCR in your pocket? And why are you trying to make a getaway? You know, Rottweilers have questions. Pit bulls, they're like, yo, you got the goods? Did you bring goods? You broke into my master's house, but do you have the goods? If you don't have the goods, I'm gonna have to bite you. Oh, you do? Okay, you got biscuits? Are they undone biscuits? Well, fucking yeah, you can take whatever you want. Just give me some biscuits. Pit bulls negotiate. They be like, how many biscuits do you have? All right, then you can't take that TV. That's a 70-inch. I'm going to need at least 5 biscuits. Like, German Shepherds and Rottweiler, like, those are good dogs. Like, they know. Like, they don't let nobody, like, get too close to the kid. Like, pit bulls, and most pit bulls are typically friendly towards human. The only time they have a problem is typically around other dogs. That's another thing the dog trainer was telling me about pit bulls. Like, pit bulls, they just don't like other dogs. But humans, yeah, fuck yeah, they'll bite the shit out you. Don't get it fucked up. They'll bite the fuck out you. But yeah, pit bulls. His research on this subject was mostly from the Baloney Brownie scene in Next Friday. I forgot all about that. Hillbilly Hard said, I left Crowder for you. Hillbilly Hard, what I'm gonna need you to do is make an about face and go right back to Crowder. The fact that you were even watching Crowder, all right, Hillbilly Hard, the fact that you were even watching Crowder, go back. Just go back. We can leave it at that. The fact that Hillbilly Hard was even watching Steven Crowder, let me know everything about you. You can turn around and go right back to Steven Crowder. The more people watch Steven Crowder, the less people want to watch me. Maybe it's because I say the real shit that needs to be said. Maybe it's because I'm making grape Swisher Sweets popular again. I don't know, but I do know. Doing about face and go back to Crowder. Shout out to Steven Crowder. Steven Crowder shared my video, and then I forgot what I did. Damn, I got a lot of people that fuck with Steven Crowder after he shared my video. I forgot what it was, but that video it fit a specific narrative that Steven Crowder and the rest of those type of conservatives were pushing at the time. So it seemed like I fit the mold, but I didn't really. It's just that the current narratives were crossing paths with the type of videos I was making, and it seemed like our worldviews were aligned. Y'all know what I'm saying? But we're not the same. And I think a lot of people got that fucked up about me. And I think that's what a lot of people was disappointed about me with. Because it was people trying to hit me up for interviews, and then like week later they like, come on, man. I'm like, what you talking about? Like, really? Like, I mean, you just went and did that. You said that though. I'm like, yeah, you know, that's. So I know it's like high school in that whole little world. It's like you got the cool kids table, then you got the outcasts, then you got the emos. It's like high school. That's all it is. It's like high school on both sides. It's like high school on that truther side too. Like, people just try to fit in. It's more so about fitting in with your peers and y'all talking points lining up than being a real individual. Like, if fewer and fewer people want to be really authentic nowadays, people care more about how somebody else feels about something. That way they can tailor their speech and the narrative they concoct around how somebody else feels. Like, they don't want to be out of the fucking loop, because once you're out of the loop, or y'all talking points don't align with people you claim to be in a community with, now you make it jump, you make it tag team. Somebody might team up and they may try to tell. I'm talking about on YouTube. This is on YouTube. It sounds like some street shit, but this some you. Like, yo, YouTubers be doing the fuck out what? They be beefing. They be like, nah, when you said that. It's just like, I watched all these black conservatives. I'm gonna give you an example. I watched all these black conservatives go at each other over the Breonna Taylor verdict, or what happened with Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery. You had some black conservatives. They was like, oh well, I felt, ABL and them, they like over here. Hotep Jesus and them, they're over here. Amazing Lucas and them, they're over here. And these they're clashing on what narrative, on how they want to, how this situation that happened needs to be spun to the public, and how we should react as black conservatives, I guess. And certain people felt like other people didn't have the right talking points. They weren't lining up. The views, the viewpoints, like we're not seeing eye to eye on this situation. Some people's like, yo, Breonna Taylor was dealing with a drug dealer, and she shouldn't have been in that situation. Some people like, oh, you a coon, you tap dancing. Certain people wanted to fit in with their friends they were already fit in with. Other people, they were on some like, no, this the black community side. It just broke it. It just dissolved all of the, the fake unified front. It just, that whole fake unified front, black, we against liberal, all that shit just, and essentially it came down to the individual. But still people wanting to engage in a hive mind groupthink just amongst their peers. And it's like, when you don't have that, it's like you really don't fit in. Like me, like I don't fit in with any of them. And then one thing they all can agree on is the black community. I don't believe in the black community. So it's really nothing to talk about. Once I hear people leading with that, or talking about we need all the black votes and black people need to wake up, and I'm just, bro, I'm over here. Like, I'm over here. And it's like they're over there and they seem to be in different groups, but it's all the same group. They just don't see eye to eye and everything. That shit wild. Bro, that shit high school. I don't like fuck all that. Like, I'm a grown ass man, dog. I would say what the fuck I want to say. That shit don't got a line. And I don't give a fuck about losing out on interviews with none of you niggas. Niggas be like, well, I can't interview. I can share my platform with you. So your platform, I'm like, man, fuck all these these ain't even your platform. These ain't even platforms. Cuz this shit, it's like a platform is whatever the fuck you're talking on. But I don't know, I guess from the beginning I always seen like that shit could get pulled at any fucking minute. And that didn't necessarily make me mad. That shit just made me appreciate reality that much more, you know? I don't know. I can't act like I like other people. Like, I'm bad at that. I can't act like BG venting every day, grumpy old man. I've been called grumpy old man because, by like my nephews and shit. They like, and I'm like, I'm 32. They like, yo, this nigga drive a truck every fucking day. He fucking grumpy. He don't want to hang out with nobody. I'm like, they're like, I don't want to hang out with nobody. I don't want to, I don't go to parties. I don't just sit there and parlay and just be politicking. I don't do that shit. Nah, I got specifics. I have a task. I have a job. I complete that job, complete that task. I have a purpose every day I wake up. Every month I got a new goal to meet. And this me just sharing my thoughts right here, because a lot of people aren't doing that. What a lot of people like to do is hop on here and share other people's thoughts. This shit organic. This shit organic, cause like I didn't sit here and craft this to try to handle people with kitty gloves and try to self-censor myself so I could please the YouTube overlords and kowtow to a political party and try to mesh views and align agendas. And cause this is what it is. So I can see how this might be unappealing, but bro, that's why I said I'm y'all. I'm you guys, man. I'm like the everyday man without the hive mind. Like, I have no hive mind. That's why I reject the titles. People try to put me in a libertarian box. It's like, he's not Republican, he's libertarian. And people try to put me in the conservative box. And then when I did that anti-vaccine skit, conservatives put me in a liberal box. So I'm like, I can't be authentic with your fucking titles that you put on me. Like, that shit doesn't work. But people need you to have, so they know how to deal with you. It's like, that's why it's like, it's hard to debate or talk down a real man. Cause worst come to worst, I'm gonna sit there and agree with you. You might find me agreeing with you. I have no fucking agenda. That's what it comes down to. I get to listening and talking to people. Like, I'm young. I remember the old heads telling me that's why you got 2 ears and 1 mouth so you can listen. I listen to people. Like, I've listened to all the arguments. I heard all them shits. And I know where I stand. And people, you just can't move me. This is why I said I'd be a damn fool if I gave my allegiance to any side. Libertarian, Republican, conservative, liberal, communist, socialist, capitalist, Naziist. Because then that will remove the man in me. That's how I honestly feel. Like, that will remove my authenticity. Because once you align yourself with these parties or these titles, and then you say something that goes against any one of the tenets of what these titles believe in, now you outcast it again. Now you gonna be like some random nigga looking for a new home. You gonna like a random dude looking for a new home. Like that's why I didn't jump on the Trump train. And then when that shit left, people scrambled to find a new daddy. So now you got people clinging to, you know, Ron DeSantis nutsack. And then I've been alive a long time. I've lived long enough to see people be let down by people they look up to. And then next year they do it all over again. Like it's just like with the Russia-Ukraine shit. Everybody's like, oh, I stand with Putin. I understand why. I'm a man of understanding. I understand why you say you stand with Putin. But to me, all that shit the same. That's why I said, no, I don't stand with Putin. And niggas like, you must stand with Zelensky. No, I don't stand with that nigga neither, son. Because right now, the bad guy is just a matter of perception. Based on how you feel. So you may feel like Zelensky, oh, he's a Jew. Oh, Ukraine, that was Khazaria. And he's a literal Nazi. And he sniffs coke. Here's Putin, he's the good guy now. So there's narratives behind this shit. Now, a year from now, that whole ordeal can flip. But they get you to choose a side by putting people in your face who you may have agreed with yesterday. And now you hear them talking bad about Putin. So now by default, you feel like you gotta ride with Putin. All of it is emotive. That's why I said everything don't deserve a reaction. Sometimes you just gotta sit back and watch. And when you do sit back and watch, you can see how they're pulling strings on all of it. They tell you people like me don't exist. They say people like me can't exist. They say you have to pick a side. They say they say you're a fence sitter. They say here's the line. You're either on this side or that side. But it's like they say people like me can't exist because I understand the world is bigger than this line you drew right here. Like this is not where the buck stops. I watched them, man, I watched them flip scripts so hard on the vaccines. 1 minute Republicans were all like, oh, you're fucking liberal. Liberals are anti-vaccine. Liberals are fucking science deniers. Man, swear to God, the next minute, here come the fucking liberals with the same shit. I'm like, how the fuck I'm supposed to choose sides with you niggas? 1 minute, Putin be the good guy. The next minute, they could put out some shit tomorrow. I'm telling them that now. The next minute, they could put out some shit tomorrow saying Putin's a Jew. Putin is actually Rothschild, Jacob Rothschild's nephew. Putin, and then all the truthers are gonna be scrapped. Bro, nigga. Bro, can I fuck this duck? Can I fuck this duck up? Damn, this is my duck. Damn, cuz all in the camera like how P. Diddy was in the Biggie videos. Cuz wanna be seen and heard so bad. Shut the fuck up. Damn. Yeah, one minute Putin is a hero and he's fighting against Nazis and the people down there in Ukraine because they want some bullshit. Next year, that whole script could flip and they like Putin is actually Jacob Rothschild's nephew or some weird shit like that. Putin is helping to facilitate the culmination of the World Economic Forum and he's pals with fucking Klaus Schwab, and he's having sex with Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, the World Health Organization director. And then truthers are gonna scramble to find a new fucking hero. All of this shit is designed for you to have heroes and villains. Bro, there is another way. And I feel like once people find that path, but that path is straight, few people find it. You can see the world for what it is. You can see the world for what it is. They don't have your best interest at heart. They don't have your best interest at heart. So, I mean, man, that's just what it is. Like, people, like, you got few people, they can't fathom believing in something outside of what the TV tells them to believe. Like, I don't need the TV to tell me this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. And I don't need other people's opinions to tell me this is the good guy, this is the bad guy. I'm a good guy. That's good enough for me. I'll live. And if I don't, I die. Oh, my shit stink just like everybody else. So it's like, man, it's just hard for me to get on that type of time and that type of level and then be enthused about the shit that people want to talk about. Like, I seen somebody like YouTube was promoting that Awaken with JP Jones he did with some guy, and I listened to some of that shit because I just needed something to fucking listen. I needed some background noise or something. I'd be out here working, and this dude was just hype about, oh, the censorship, the fucking censorship, fuck. And I'm listening. I'm listening to two grown men just kick back and forth ideas about how oppressed they are. Like, that's what I heard. And people, I understand. Y'all may not understand it, but I got enough of that shit in the black community. Why the fuck I want to be free from that type of shit and come over here and listen to this type of shit by being a part of what you call the right? Like, all of that shit is gay to me. All of it. Like, I don't want to, that's why I say I'm not doing no more interviews, because all people gonna want to fucking talk about is how oppressed we all are. You know, few people want to talk about glory and conquering and salvation. You know, nobody, it's nothing about life. No life experiences. No what made you you. You know, no message for the young men except for financial freedom through Bitcoin and getting around the Federal Reserve. I'm like, yo, this is like, that's a small world, son. Like, that shit doesn't even mean anything. So that's why I said, like, I seen the Jim Bob shit, like how he be taking calls and shit. Shout out to Jim Bob. Like, man, I can't do that because niggas be coming on, be on some other shit. I'm like, man, like, man, I might as well go half on somebody with a log splitter, a faster log splitter, so I can increase my productivity on the jobs. I'm not worried about that shit. That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing, and that shit is not feeding your families except for the people that peddle that bullshit to you. And then they get sponsors and all types of other sources of income and revenue from the bullshit, all the while bringing nothing of value to anybody. And then that nigga Awaken with Jay, I don't know what it is about the Hodge twins. This nigga was talking to Awaken with Jay. He was like, yeah, the Hodge twins. I fucking love those guys. They fucking get it. You know, this angry white guy, people of the string cheese, they love the Hodge twins. No lie. Like, it is no joke. Like, I've never seen, I gotta give it to them. They got it. Like, they fucking got it, bro. The Hodge twins is cracking right now. Like, they got shit on, they got the game in a fucking chokehold. I remember somebody telling me about the Hodge twin, and I go to look at that shit, and I thought they were two gay guys. I was like, who the fuck are these faggots? Like, they look like two buff, gay-ass prison dudes. No lie. They look like homo thugs. You know, and so I never really listened to them. I just heard that one rant dude went on, one of the twins went on, he was talking about Robert E. Lee, how he was a racist, and how the Republican Party needs to secure the black vote, and how the Republican Party is going to lose them if they don't go against this bill to keep up the statues of the racist Confederates. Like, that whole shit. So I was like, I understand everybody has an angle to work. That's it. Nobody's just doing shit for the, it's out the kindness of their own heart. Like that's not how the world works. It doesn't matter what system you're in. It's like nobody's, nah, there's something in it for me. What's in it for me? The banks don't just loan you fucking money for no fucking reason to buy Twitter. They're like, oh, what's in it for me? No, like you are the hero, but people are constantly looking for a hero or somebody else to do their dirty work. We need less government, not more. I don't know what the fuck. I'm not even going down that road. Like I was in there, me and my wife, we were watching this program on the guys harvesting bananas. Like they was growing the banana trees, they was cutting them up, they went through the whole process. Like that shit is intense. But you go to the store and on the shelf, there's fucking bananas just sitting there magically. And then I thought about globalism. I was like, your greed, our greed, is why that type of shit is even going on. Because you want a fucking banana in the middle of December in a whole nother country. Monsanto, they filled the demand. Pretty much. It's like niggas want, people want all types of things that don't naturally grow here. They want to go to the store and they just want to have it sitting on the fucking shelf. Like few people know where the fuck their food comes from or all what goes into making it. A lot of fucking work. Now, you either need to pay some illegal immigrants 99 cents per year to do this shit to feed your greed, or we can go in the lab and create some fake shit and call it an alternative. It's like the demand of the people is driving it. Because with the money comes power and people get addicted to power. So now the people want this. So now we're going to make it. It's the same thing with syrup. You can only collect sap from a syrup from a you can only collect sap from a maple tree for like maybe 4 months out of the year. But people want maple syrup in August. People want maple syrup. So now what do? Once you get the mix of the preservatives and all that other shit, people like, hey, we gonna go and make some Aunt Jemima shit. Some shit that's not even syrup. It's just high fructose corn syrup. We gonna match these flavors and shoot it up out this lab. Come out of lab. And then people eat the shit and then complain when it's like your own greed is the reason why this type of shit continues to prosper. Because people will pay for this shit and then complain about this shit. And then do marches. And then it's like they're bringing you what you want, but you don't want to accept the fact that this is what you want. So you rage against the machine. And I was looking, I got all of that from watching a bunch of Mexicans cut banana trees. And I was like, yo, I see why these people y'all call elite call you fucking expendable containers. Y'all don't even know where the fuck your food comes from. You got people at marches talking about Nike and using Chinese slave labor, and they go to fucking Starbucks every fucking day. You know what it takes to get you that fucking mochiata? Those coffee beans? That Colombian Bam Bam, that shit, man, that shit like the drug trade down there. You got niggas chopping off people's arms for that shit, for different trade routes. You got cartels involved with that shit, but you over here, you got your drink, you don't give a fuck, because it's just magically here. Like, it's magically here. And you want to protest about iPhone using Chinese people is for slave labor and putting that so people can't hang themselves. It's like, right, that's why I said people going people, man. The world going world. The world is going to world with or without you. That's why I mean, I just feel like, so that's why I'm the way I am. That's why I'm not impressed by that shit. Like, people want me to be impressed so fucking bad. They want me to be impressed so fucking bad. People don't want solutions, they want hope for solutions. They want hope for solutions. Oh, that's another thing I was talking to my wife about. Like, we was watching the Dr. Sebi. Well, I cut that bullshit off. We was watching the Dr. Sebi jank, and I know, and you know, certain communities, well, a black community, I don't know about any, the black community, Dr. Sebi is like a fucking god. Dr. Sebi, he was one of those people, he was like, yo, cured AIDS, this, that, and the third, breakdown disease, herbology. He inspired a lot of people. But then I'm like, you can't cure AIDS if AIDS doesn't fucking exist. Like, there is no disease called AIDS. Like, I'm not saying he knew this or anybody knew this, and then the same test they ran for you to find out if you had AIDS was the same test they doing to see if you have coronavirus 19 and all this other gay shit. It's been the same since polio, the same bullshit. So now it's like you're selling, you put this title on the shit you sell. I'm not saying a lifestyle change isn't what's necessary, because it is. You understand mucus is bad, it is. But you give somebody hope when they get diagnosed and they're like, oh, you had HIV, oh, now you got AIDS. You give them some treatment, some food, they go back. And now they're like, oh, the doctor's like, oh, you don't have it. And now they're like, yo, this shit cured me. It didn't. It's like you just chopping branches off a tree. You got to get to the root if you want to get it up out of there. Like, I, for one, don't even believe in germ theory. Like, I'm not a germ theory type of guy. So that's why it's like I can see through all of that bullshit, whether or not people know that's what they're engaged in or not. It's like you can't be cured of something you never fucking had. And you don't even understand what you had. You don't even understand what you had, but people are putting titles on it. Oh, he cured AIDS or herpes and all this other stuff. And I'm just seeing it for the scam it really is. Not to say he knew it or whatever, but it's just the world we live in. Once you come over here, you're gonna get that Rockefeller Carnegie indoctrination. So now you're gonna look for solutions within a false paradigm, while not dealing with reality and not actually looking at the germ, how certain bacteria interact within your body, you know, pleomorphism. You just want it's like surface level shit, and it's the hope. It's the hope of having better. Like, somebody can get diagnosed with AIDS right now. They're not gonna go back to get another test. You believe it. You believe somebody tell you got cancer right now. You're not gonna go. Few people go and get second opinions. They just like, oh, I got AIDS from the same bullshit test that Kerry Mullis was telling you about. Now they like, I got AIDS. They're not going back. Now, when somebody comes and says, hey, I have a solution, they're like, well, what you have? Sea moss. Okay, so they start taking sea moss, then they go back. And the doctor's like, oh, you're clear. It's like, yes. It's like, yo, you know, the test you took this shit on was bullshit anyway. So now you're operating on a false premise altogether. I was just thinking about that type of shit. Like, I don't even know why I went there, to be honest with you. But it's like, man, people going people, the world full of bullshit, man. And people love it. People love it. People love it for a lot of reasons, but one of them is so they can always have somebody to point the finger at when shit don't go right for them. That's it. That's it. Like, somebody can hate somebody so fucking much that when their life starts to crumble, they will choose to stay in a crumbling life situation rather than go over here. Just simply go over here, just so they can be like, it's fucking Biden, it's fucking him, it's you. Some of y'all family members like that about you. You're like, oh, I extended an olive branch, but they just want to fucking hate you. And it's like, that's what politics does. Nobody wants to get their shit together because they want to hate the other side. Like, they hate strong. And they tell me I hate people. I don't hate nobody. They just don't want to, like, that's why you had a lot of truthers. They, 1 minute I seen the bullshit truth community. They was like, yo, coronavirus, this shit fake. People had charts, graphs, data. People were over analyzing the videos of the Chinese people falling the fuck out for no reason. People were like, yeah, 5G. They activated 5G in China around this time. They have an incinerator in Wuhan and smoke. That's why they were wearing masks. People had every reason under the sun for why coronavirus is real and for why what was going on in Wuhan, China was going on in Wuhan, China, and how it had nothing to do with COVID-19. Now, the lab leak theory comes out and it implicates Fauci. It didn't start picking up traction. It didn't start picking up traction until it implicated Fauci and his department. And now the people had by then built up so much hate towards Fauci, it was like they abandoned all of that. It was like, yeah, fucking lab leak. And they take it to their people who love Fauci. They get them in this false paradigm. The people who love Fauci, they family members, mom love Fauci. And they're like, see, look at this paperwork. It says Fauci right here. Now you throw away all that other shit you was doing just so you could point the finger at Fauci. Now you're playing ball with them. They give you Fauci. They want you to hate him. They want this group of people over here to love him. They want this group of people over here to hate him. Fauci is a fucking fall guy. He's not even a real person. He's a fucking fall guy. Well, when I'm talking about real people, I'm not talking about real like he's paper, but he's a fall guy. He's propped up for as long as he needs to be propped up. And then when the narrative starts to crumble, that's just another duck they can fuck and be like him. So this is what people fall for. Now they're like him. And people are like, why? And they're like, because he was funding the lab in Wuhan. See, now you have disdain for Fauci. Now you try to convince your people to come over to your side in logic and reasoning. Even though you didn't just believe in this shit the other day. Now it's like, yo, this is it. This is it. Fauci's funding this fucking lab. And the story comes from mainstream media. It doesn't get traction on mainstream media. It gets traction in the Truth or Underground channels. And then it resurfaces back on mainstream media. And people are like, this is it, because they censored the original story. So now coronavirus is very fucking real. Why? Because niggas hate Fauci. Now it has to be real. Now I'm a disinfo agent because I said coronavirus isn't fucking real. Now I've had truthers hit me, email, bro, I got emails from every fucking body about that, trying to convince me that coronavirus is fucking making people sick. I'm not talking about coronavirus cold. No, I'm talking about the Wuhan bat coronavirus. They like, yeah, some shit really came out of China. It came from a lab. Niggas need to make sure you stay safe out there. I'm like, the other day you was like, this shit a fucking hoax. Now all of a sudden it's the Black Plague. Sounded like Donald Trump. All because you seen an Asian woman get on Tucker Carlson show, give you the lab leak theory, and then that bitch disappeared. And then you felt like the story was getting censored and the mainstream media wasn't covering it, even though they just did. Now you validate it, because that's the barometer for which people validate shit. If it gets censored, they're like, truth. So it doesn't matter the conclusion you came to as an individual, analyzing the bullshit videos. What matters is your perception of what other people think truth is. Like, you don't want to think for yourself. It just has to be a fucking lab leak now. Not only is that sensational, but it implicates Fauci. Now you feel like you knocking off two birds with one stone. And you feel like you're going to convince your people with this shit. You take it to your people, they do not accept that shit. They don't give zero fucks if Fauci is choking out pit bull puppies personally. They still love that nigga. Now you're just walking around mad. They don't fucking get it. No, because your whole premise, your whole foundation was built on saying, the only reason they gave you that was so you can accept the initial premise of there's something out there making people sick and it came from Wuhan. They don't give a fuck whether you think it came from a bat or whether it came from a lab. You take the mark when you accept that there is something that came out of Wuhan that's making people sick. Which I personally seen a lot of fucking so-called truthers do. And then get mad at me for saying nothing that came from Wuhan is making you sick. Now I'm just a fucking Mossad agent. I'm a fucking Mossad. I'm a Mossadi agent of the Black Order. And niggas hit you up. My buddy was sick. My grandma got sick. This shit real. I was like, yesterday you were making videos talking about how inaccurate the PCR test is. Well, now your people, they get sick, they go take a test, and the doctor said they come back positive that you got that bullshit. Now you on the phone telling other people this shit real. Now you mad at me for saying this shit fake. Because your people caught the bullshit. You know, it's like I seen all that. That's why I said people going people. And if you try to keep up with people and people's emotions and how people seem to perceive truth, you gonna get bad gas, stomach ulcers, fucking yellow foot, fucking gangrene, fucking tetanus, fucking COVID. You gonna get all the bullshit, diarrhea, leaky gut. Trying to keep up with people and what the fuck and what people want to do, because most people just doing this shit right here. They just doing this shit. Most people are programmable, so much so they're just waiting for somebody to say something that they feel like they can run with, and they go wild with this shit. They're like, yeah it is. Then you gonna have those people on the other side, they're like, yeah it is this. And then these people are just fucking constantly clashing. And warring people are easy to control. Like, they're easy to manipulate. Like, I learned that. If gangs taught me nothing else, is that warring people are easy to control. When one side is mad at the other side, both sides are easy to control at that point. Because they accept whatever premise you give them that implicates the other side. It's that easy. It's that easy. They'll accept it. They don't give a fuck. As long as it has something to do with the other side being bad, they don't give a fuck. They'll accept anything. They'll accept anything. You got certain people right now that call themselves Republicans that'll tomorrow call themselves socialists if the left does the right thing. Tomorrow they'll say, we're socialists. Don't look at the fucking libtards. Look at them. Fucking look at them. Bernie Sanders will have you niggas voting Republican because y'all some bitches. Let him be the only, let Biden come out, let Bernie come out Republican right fucking now, running against Biden. Niggas will be like, dog, you know I'm not no socialist, dog, but I gotta vote, I gotta choose the lesser of two evils on this one, dog. He running as a Republican. Bernie Sanders. Yeah, I gotta vote for him. We can't have Biden in there. That's what I mean when I say, now I know that's not gonna happen. I'm just saying that's how it is. It happens on a small scale every day. I gotta split this white oak, aka silver oak, aka German oak. It happens on a small scale every day. Vote Tulsi and she will personally feed all the babies with her milk. No one gives a fuck about feeding babies. Fuck them babies. You know what people care about? The ability to point the finger at Biden and say he's incompetent. No one wants solutions. No one wants solutions. Because when shit's doing good and you have solutions, you like, we could do this. Then people are like, well, if we do that, then everything will be okay. And we can't make Biden look bad. And we need to get him out of here this next voting cycle. Don't feed the fucking babies. Let that baby starve. So we can point at that dead baby's body and be like, look at what Biden did. Niggas will run all on Fox. Niggas don't want solutions. Niggas don't want titty milk. Niggas don't want goat milk, anti-global goat milk. They don't want that shit. They want the ability to be perpetual victims. And if that means children have to die, then so fucking be it. No one cares. This shit is political as fuck. It's just more talking points. It's just more daggers in the Biden administration. It's just more proof. See, I was right. Look, now the babies can't fucking eat. Now do you wish you had voted for somebody other than Biden? That's all it is, and I see this shit every day. I see it every fucking day. You scroll through Twitter, you'll see it. And you don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You'll see it, that's it. No one gives a fuck about them kids. No one cares. The same people talking about Obama drone striking kids. Well, fuck them kids. Are the same people, let somebody else do the shit. Trump, Ron DeSantis, anybody, drone strike the same amount of kids. They like, well, fuck them kids. No one fucking cares. It's just political jargon, talking points, narratives that we gotta run. And it's just manipulation for each side. Warring people are easy to control. And everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. When you got two people that hate each other, when you got two people that disagree with each other so much so to the point they hate each other, it's easy for you to go to each one of them and get them to pretty much tap dance for you based on what you tell them the other people are doing. You'd be like, well, they're doing this. They'd be like, nah, for real. Man, I'm about to split all this wood then. Go ahead. Then you can go on the other side and be like, well, he over there doing that. They be like, all right, I'm about to cut all this grass. And you'll have free work done. This is why they call you expendable containers. You're fucking retarded. Fuck, people are fucking retarded. Shout out to people. I love people. Big hugs around here. Come here. Mwah, little nigger baby. That Dave Chappelle, George Bush joint. George Bush... Where he said George Bush picked up the black baby. It was like, oh, little nigger baby, come here. Mwah, little nigger baby. I love black people. Black people are fucking retarded. I love people. That's why I keep my distance. People be like, I'm boring. I don't hang out and I don't do that shit. Nah, because we don't, man, spiritually, we not the same. I can't just go out there and just be hanging out with a bunch of fucking nobodies doing nothing. What type of shit is that? Like, that shit is a whole... You ever been out? Niggas be like, yo, come to this protest. Like, for what? How many people in here been to protest? I'm gonna show you something right now. I don't give a fuck. Climate, truckers convoy, fucking, I don't care if you're anti-vaccine or pro-vaccine. Well, there's niggas in here that go to it's like you go there and it's like, then what? Typically, you march somewhere. You know? Another thing you'll see is vendors every fucking where. People got shirts. People got tie-dye Jesus loves me t-shirts. God bless you hats. Now you're like, You may go to a right-leaning function and people got the Let's Go branded merchandise. It hypnotizes you. It puts you in that trance, that state. The left has whatever the fuck they had. They have like a little global warming, I voted. Hope, change, get out and vote. Stickers, whatever the fuck they have there, paraphernalia. Like that immediately puts you in a hive mind state. And people say, oh, the groups are hard to control. I disagree. as a gang, being a gang member taught me that. It did. I learned a lot. I can say I did some fucked up shit, but I can say at least I learned from it. Groups are easier to control than individuals. When you got individuals like me coming down, they sit there, they think, they're like, you know what? There's a strong argument for that. Niggas hate that. They hate that shit. When you're not just sitting there and spewing other people's political point, they hate that shit. Because they can't corner you. They just want somebody to come to their side. The group is hard. That's why somebody can get on a bullhorn at a protest and have everybody marching. You'll be marching somewhere like, why the fuck my feet moving? It's some bullshit. Bro, it's like a trance. Like you may have somebody getting to something over there, and because you're on that side, or you got on a yellow vest or orange shirt or whatever the fuck you got on, or you got a Let's Go Brandon shirt on, he got a Let's Go Brandon hat on, you automatically feel like this is the community. It's how people are easier to control as groups. Now, in our modern times, they do it to you and treat you as a community or as a group through the TV, through your device. They give all of you common ground, because you need that. So now you join your Facebook groups. It's just like the black community, except you niggas not black. Y'all love string cheese. It doesn't matter. Black community, white community, Latino community. They treat you like groups. And they say, look what happened here. And you go, oh! You be Republican, Democrat, it doesn't fucking matter. Socialist, Libertarian, it doesn't fucking matter. Like you forfeit your individuality. And you just feel it's like you niggas are connected, like how women on their period just start pinging shit. Ping, ping. That's what happens to you niggas. And now you just, all up in arms. Now you're at a fucking event you don't really want to be at. Because you feel some sense of false duty to people you don't really fucking know. And you're like, I'm going to get to know them. These are my people. You get there, niggas don't do shit but complain. Eat cheese sandwiches, buy merchandise, tie-dye Jesus Loves Me t-shirts, and then they go the fuck home and act like they never went to a protest at all, because then they continue wearing masks to keep a job. They continue taking all the vaccines. And it was just like the experience of feeling like you are a part of something is more powerful than the truth. That's fire. That's a form of fire bending. Like it's the concert effect. You ever been to a concert? So you're not in a trance at a concert. I've been to go-go's. People are in trances. Like they have no individual thought. It's what the group wants. That's it. That Travis Scott, the mosh pits, that shit that happened to Travis Scott, and one nigga get to running, everybody running, stampede. Niggas don't even know why they running. They like, we gone. Niggas walking over people, stomping people out. Where you become a part of a machine. And this is how they got us through the TV. This is how they got us broadcasting media. Even when people don't watch the news in the media, you're still connected to it, because the people who feel like they're bringing you the news, but a different perspective, like Mark Dice and all these other niggas, they're connecting you to the media. So you're still being plugged in. You see what I'm saying? And you feel like you can't stop, because then you feel like you're going to miss out on something. So that's how they get you. They get you through your curiosity. Y'all a bunch of curious Georges out here. Y'all can't miss nothing. Don't nothing get by me. You like, nothing's going to get by me. Nigga, I want all the smoke, all the cocaine. Nigger! You know? Niggas want all the cocaine. They like, yo, I want all the cocaine. That shit stepped on, nigga. That shit stepped on, nigga. What you cut it with? Nigga, did this shit come to a boil? Nothing gets by you niggas. Cause you feel like you're gonna miss out on something. You feel like you're gonna miss out on something. So it's like it doesn't matter if you watch CNN or not. Mark Dice, you watch him, he's gonna bring the bullshit to you. And that shit slowly but surely sinks into your conscience. That shit changes your behavior. It's behavior modification. Now you move a certain way that causes other people to move a certain way. I told you I seen this between the Crips, Bloods, Aryan Circle, and every white gang ever when CNN kept playing that fucking Trayvon Martin shit. It's like you gonna be looking at your neighbors one day. All they have to do, I'm gonna show you some real shit. All they have to do is broadcast the fact that they're thinking about bringing masks back, making people wear masks. A lot of people that say, I'm not wearing a mask, they'll go to the store with a mask on. Just because they heard about it. There's a lot of people, like, maybe not you guys, but there's a lot of people out there like that. All they have to do is mention it. And then they just tap into a type of hive mind with other people because they're connected through the devices because of what the media is saying. It's like the body snatchers. Now they're wearing masks. You like, why you got on a mask? Because they talking about they were bringing it back. They don't even need a reason for real. They might. It's true. It's fucking true. Like some of y'all will watch programming like that. Somebody said Dice. Dice? Or whoever the fuck. Who else does that shit? Y'all watch some programming like that and then call up your people and start up an argument. Like, this shit going on. They may not even know what the fuck you talking about. They're like, what? And that causes a wedge. So now now they actively seek out information to combat your narrative because now egos are at play. You know, before when they would have been chill, now they're on attack mode. Because why? Because you're two warm people. You're war. And warm people are easy to control. That's why I said everything ain't for everybody. Like, this is why I understand why. Like, I can understand why God was like, hey, look, y'all can have every tree in the garden. Just don't eat from this tree right here. All right? Don't eat. Don't do that. And he called us, so he was like, knowledge. The tree of knowledge of good and evil. And they felt like they were missing out on something. You know, the serpent got in their ear. It was like, don't you want to know? You want to know. You want to be on the need to know, but you need to know everything. Don't nothing. Get all the cocaine you can. You get all the cocaine. So now you got everybody on a need to know fucking basis. And then you start dying. You start developing health problems because of all this shit that you found out and you can't do a damn thing about it. That's why I get it, man. I fucking get it. Like, that shit makes sense. I was like, yo, why wouldn't he? Because when you think about it, you're like, yo, why wouldn't God want us to have knowledge of good and evil as if what you were given wasn't good enough? You'd be like, yo, that knowledge, though, because man worships knowledge. That knowledge, though, nigga, just knowing. But it's like we're fucking retarded. It's like you ever gave too much food to a retarded person? They throw it. They might throw it at you. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Now, that shit, you give them too much spaghetti. That shit going on the wall. They're like, yeah. You know, it's like, damn, like you can't handle that. And when you do get it, you do wild shit like try to blot out the sun because you think you have all the fucking answers. People do weird shit when they feel like they have all the fucking answers. When they have all the knowledge, they get on some weird shit. They either want to save the world from itself or destroy the world for everyone else. Like, you got whole illuminated ones. It's just, man, it's just crazy. But people have to watch. Your eyes are fixated to the screen, to the device. I'm not talking about watching me. I look good. That's why y'all like watching me. I'm you know, I'm a nice looking young man. I'm a young man, you know. I'm not talking about me. No, I'm talking about the TV, the media. Y'all love it. Eyes fixated. You hate it so much, yet you love it. You hate it, but you love it so much so to the point where you don't even watch it directly. You wait for somebody else to cover what they watch directly. So you can still get your fix from the bullshit the media has to give you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. Niggas be like, it be whole people like, I don't even watch the mainstream media. This nigga goes and picks up every Tim Pool tweet talking about mainstream media. You still getting your fix. You still getting your fucking fix. It's like opium or heroin. Like, I don't need to do heroin. Will Johnson & Johnson got you covered. Yeah, but it's not heroin. Well, nigga, it's having the same effect. You're still strung out. You're a junkie. Yeah, man, I just need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I just fucking need to know. I need to know. Niggas want to know what fruit was on the tree of knowledge of good and evil. It didn't fucking say, so I don't fucking care. Niggas be like an apple. Clearly it wasn't a fucking apple. Nowhere in there does it say a fucking apple. But people want to put that shit on everything. People lose sleep over that shit. Somebody said a fig. I got a fig tree right there. Say less. People lose sleep over that shit. I'm like, that's the knowledge. That's that Curious George shit. That's that Curious Kitten. This is what led to niggas getting burned by the serpent in the first place. Niggas just need to fucking know. Somebody said pomegranate. What if it was a banana? What if it was a banana? I like how y'all just in here, pomegranate, avocado, a fig. Nigga, what if it was a banana? Niggas act like they know. Could have been a fucking orange on that tree. I'm not gonna sit here and lose sleep over it. Shout out to the intellectuals, but then niggas get overly intellectual with shit. And then people feel awakened. They're like, my third eye has awoken. And change their name to Anunnaki. And start worshiping math. 5%ers. This is the type of shit when man feels like man knows everything. It gets all the fucking knowledge. It just leads you further and further a fucking way. This is why I get it when they say babies. They don't know shit. Clean slate. Yet they somehow are the closest to God. I get it, man. I get it. Wood chips on your garden, all kinds. Nigga, oak. 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 Goddamn Barricade just confirmed Illuminati today. Bro, if one more pomegranate, you really think it was pomegranate? Really? Y'all still on that shit. Y'all need to know. Somebody gonna Google that shit. Google, tell me what in the garden of evil, what on the forbidden, on the knowledge of tree and evil, good and evil, what was the fruit? Was it a banana? Because I got this one nigga on YouTube saying it was a banana. I don't think it was a banana. And I'm losing sleep over this shit. Niggas get up with their friend. Hey dog, what's up? Like, yeah, man, me and my wife got into it about what? Everything good? Nah, nigga, she think it was a banana on that tree. I told that bitch it was a pomegranate. We've been fighting ever since. Yeah, man, she staying with her moms right now. Yeah, she took the kid too. And she wore half. Oh, what the fuck I'm gonna do? I just need to know if I was right though. Was I right? What you think, dog? Cause I'm losing sleep. I'm like, yo, just shut y'all niggas is so fucking woke and overly intellectual, you're fucking losing it. You're fucking losing it. Here's why I said I'm giving you current events as an example, but you can take this shit all the way back. Like, man gets knowledge and then thinks man came from monkeys. Like, that's that intelligent shit. That's that overly intelligent shit. Man gets overly intelligent, and then they eat, because they eat from that tree of knowledge of good and evil, and then they just reject God altogether and be like, nigga, monkeys, nigga, nigga, have you seen orangutan, nigga? Nigga, that fucking orangutan, that shit is my distant cousin, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Fucking orangutan, nigga, I'm smart, nigga. Niggas get all the knowledge in the world. I am God. Nigga, we're gods. Fuck wrong with you? The woman gives birth. That bitch is a god. That's that overly intellectual. That's what happens when man gets knowledge. Man does stupid shit. Then you got other people get all the knowledge. I'm blocking out the sun. Fucking right. And then don't want to explain shit to nobody. Why are you blocking out the sun? I don't fucking have to explain it to you. I have knowledge you don't. This is bullshit. Man gets all the knowledge, and then we're going to Mars. They be like, hey, go back to the moon. Like, no, fuck no, we're going to Mars. You know, the moon is closer. We're going to Mars. That's that overly. This what happened. And then people worship this shit. People worship this shit. It's like, I get why we were told to stay away from that tree of knowledge of good and evil. People think knowledge is freedom, man. That shit is bondage. That shit is bondage. Granted, the knowledge of, you know, how to collect sap from maple trees. We're not talking about that. Y'all don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about. You know, the knowledge of how to properly back up a trailer. You know, we're not talking about that. You know, the knowledge of how to fix your fucking vehicle. We're not talking about that. And we talking about the other shit. We talking about the other shit that man prides and exalts himself with. You know, just don't even know what the man gets overly intelligent. Like fossil fuel, tectonic plate shifting, fuel, oil, petroleum. Because we're smart, super crip blood smart cut. But like, where the fuck that came from, nigga? That's that tree side effect. That's the side effect of the tree. This is why he said don't eat that shit. Like, this is why. Because you eat the shit, now your gender is fluid. Nigga, give it a fruit. Nigga, I'm not even a man no more. I'm a whole woman out here in these streets. I'm changing my name from Adam to Bernadette. Niggas overly thinking shit. Like, it's just... that shit straight bondage. Niggas be, man, and then people get into it over the dumbest shit ever. Like, anyway, getting back on point, I'm like, people on a need to know basis like shit. Like, we need to know everything. That's why your ass is fixated on that device. That's why you love you. That's why you can't. People say, hey, I can cut out the media. No, you fucking can't. No, you fucking can't. I see Mossad sent his attack ladybug. All right. Shit getting real. That's why y'all need to support me. Because I'm putting my life on the line to give y'all this truth. Head on over to my Patreon. Subscribe to all my OnlyFans. Sign up over there. If Bad Baby Danielle Bregoli Cash Me Outside girl can make $1 million on her first week of OnlyFans after turning 18, then I should at least be able to get $10 on my OnlyFans in 2 months. Y'all on that bullshit. Act like y'all don't want to support. I'm out here putting my life on the line to give y'all this truth. Fuck out of here. That's why I cut the screen on. I've been cut the screen on. And then people bring me the problems, and I'm like, that's why the other day somebody was like, yo, that monkeypox. They're like, yo, that monkeypox. You know, I feel like they throw a lot of shit at you at once, so you lose your footing. When you lose your footing, I don't know how, but you seem to lose your foundation. Then you gotta search again. And people grasping for anything, they often land on sand, and that shit is just constantly shifting under them. And they put more problems on you, and you just digging yourself deeper with the more weight that they putting on you. I'm like, cuz, you gotta rise above all that shit. They gonna keep coming with problems. They gonna keep monkeypox. There was somebody like, yo, what you think you're gonna lock down again? I don't care. I really don't. Cause I know one or two things gonna happen. They gonna say lockdown, and niggas will lock down, and niggas won't lock down. All at the same fucking time. Which one are you? Does it matter what narrative they're pushing? No. Is there something they can say to actually get you to lock down? No. So why the fuck does it matter? Why does it matter if they're going to do it again or not? That's what I think about. Like, I know people want to know because people want to make memes about the agenda or the narrative they're using to push the agenda, you know, and people want to watch news analysis so they can be current and hip to the, you know, the new lingo and slang. But if you aren't going to do the shit anyway, it's like, why entertain it? Why entertain that infrastructure that's designed around, that's based around getting you to join? It's like they want you on their side by either telling it to you and making you do it, or telling it to you and darkening your spirit. It's either or. You're not gonna get nothing out of it. Now, if you're waiting for cues from somebody on TV or one of your favorite content creators, be like, we should do this, then I get it. But these other niggas are like, I'm not doing that. It's like, why the fuck you worried about it then? You know, come help me split wood. Oh, you don't gotta worry about that shit. Cut that shit off. Go outside, go camping. Go camping for a week. My shit ain't been on the news and I don't know how long. I swear I cut my notifications on Twitter off. Twitter still sends me Tim Pool and Matt Walsh tweets. Because they see I'm out here living La Vida Loca, and they want to darken my spirit with that bullshit. And I see Tim Pool, war with China. When Tim Pool posted that dumbass food shortage, and then put a picture of empty shelves, that shit was like emotional trauma. That shit ain't that shit emotionally traumatized. You like, oh fuck. You want to start making memes. You want to join the war by making memes and shit. Like, look at what the left trying to do. Look at Biden. Why is gas through the roof? And I'm like, I ain't got nothing to worry about. We tapped in with farmers, cuz. Like, I can't even sit here and complain. And I don't want to, my whole goal before Biden and any of these political people is to become less dependent. So it looks like Biden is actually helping out that goal. It looks like we're going the way that we had planned on going in the first fucking place. So I have no fucking reason to complain. Like, we tapped in. It would be nice if I could. And I know a lot of people think that's a complaint. It is. You're right. There's a strong argument for that. It'd be nice if I could, like, you know, do the rage thing. Look, don't we fucking, man, all these fucking people and these fucking libtards, they're trampling on freedom. The child support helicopters. I mean, bro, I'm on child support like shit. Look, I got a child support helicopter right here. I got a child support helicopter right here. Y'all see it. Y'all see it live in real time. It's live. This live, what I got a live for? Y'all see it in real time. When the fuck have you ever heard me complain about child support? And I want to. I actually don't. But I can for comedic effect. But other than that, I'm not fucking complaining. Because that shit doesn't get anything done. Like, you don't see me down there at that courthouse, I'm not fucking talking about it. What the fuck I'm complaining about? I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm gonna put that on you, on y'all. Y'all sit up there, and then people, and especially young men, they get the wrong impression about that shit. They see a nigga complaining now, they don't want to work at all. They're like, what's the point of me working if that bitch just gonna take everything? See how you fall for the trap? See how that shit just damaged your spirit, and now you in that mentality? That's called a sunken place. That's what I call a sunken place. Niggas be like interracial marriage. No, that is the sunken place. When that bitch taking everything and you like, well, what is the point of even working? So now all you want to do is do credit card scams and all types of other weird shit. Like start on OnlyFans. Which they gonna find out because they put, they do direct deposit. So they gonna find out. I don't even know why you think. Nigga, you might as well come split wood with me, nigga. But it's like it puts you in that state of mind where it's like, ooh, ain't nothing I can do. I might as well do it. You see that shit? And me personally, that's not what I'm. Somebody said only feats. And me personally, but that's the type of state of mind that it put you in. I know a lot of people. I know people out there, they don't want to work because they like, the bitch gonna take everything, man. The bitch gonna take everything, man. The bitch gonna the whole fucking check, man. So boom, it's like right there, you don't want to work. You know, like you don't want to work. You don't want to work. You want the system to do something for you that you won't do for yourself. I'm not saying all men, because clearly me. I'm just saying in general. Typically. But I can lose my license, nigga, every month. It's like I can lose my license, the drop of a hat. They could be like, oh, you were sending the payments to the wrong place. Niggas got hit with that shit before. They be like, you been sending the payments to the wrong place. We ain't been getting shit. Like, nigga, these rears. You be like, the payments. Nigga, no, rears. The shit before the payments. Yeah, them shits. Look at that Cardinal. Bright red ass Cardinal. There's all types of shit to be depressed about. I'm not fucking depressed. We gonna keep this shit cracking. And I'm gonna conquer shit in the process. There's too many people, they get defeated before they get defeated. Like they defeat themselves. It's like they just broke down spiritually. And that's an example of what the media is doing to you. They beating you the fuck up before that you can actually get beat up. That happened, nigga. I just described niggas feel they get child support. That's what the media is doing to you. Niggas feel like they lost before they even start. They like, what's the point of even growing my own fucking food? They just gonna come and take it. They gonna ban seeds. Gretchen Whitmer's gonna lock us down again. It's like, what's the point of even, at that point, nigga, what's the point of even living? Go jump off a fucking bridge. So all that, then what's the point of even living? You a slave, right? You a slave? Nigga, oh, a fucking slave. The Gretchen Whitmer gonna lock down the bad seeds again. Nigga, then go jump off a fucking bridge. Or suffer a witch not to live. Go murk the bitch. Which one? No problems, only solutions. Either way you want to go. That's all. I'm like, yo, it's either that, or you can understand that this battle is spiritual. Me personally, that's just where I'm at. So this like me, you know. Like, that's why I said this shit's spiritual. Like, you can get defeated before you even start because you psych yourself out, or you defeat yourself, or you let them people sit in your ear because all you do is watch mainstream media so you can have a story to run around with your friends with, and that shit damages your spirit. Now all y'all become a bunch of bitches complaining, not building shit. Because now you're like, well, I don't know when the next time they're going to want to do, when the globalists, you got flat earthers calling, the globalists are coming. It's globalism. That's where flat earthers at. You got whole flat earthers, they need to chat. Globalism is here. They be like, oh shit, nigga, Goldman Sachs. They globalism. I'm just saying, man, like you. Yeah, people want to act like they don't understand what I'm saying. People want to act like I'm a Mossad agent. They know I'm not. They know I'm DEA like a bitch. Fucking controlled opposition. Barricade Garage controlled opposition. Man. Globalism, the belief that the earth is a globe. Dude, your stream glitchy as soon as you said stuff about Banks. Oh, the stream glitching out? The stream glitching out? Fuck. Man, people like, we gotta fucking do something. I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna go over here and split this wood. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean? We had you moving with agents and people that believe in voting for the lesser of two. I'm not doing shit with y'all. What the fuck y'all talking about doing? People was trying to get me to go up there and swear. Because people found out they like, oh, he right there in DC. He next to DC right there. They're like, we gonna be in DC, nigga. You coming to January 6th, nigga, January 6th. Like, man, I'm not going down there with you niggas. I just watched Trump take a limo ride past all his fucking supporters and come to Virginia to Loudoun County so he could play golf while all that shit was going on. And these same people be wanting me to get into shit with them. And be looking dumb as fuck. I'm like, your leader didn't even stand with you. I also learned that as a gang member. Nigga, a leader rides with his people. You can't be a BG, a big homie, and just not ride. You can't just pick us, be like, we gonna do a drive-by. They're like, what time? I'm like, oh, I'm not going though. Yeah, I'm not going. Yeah, I got, I gotta go to a spa. Yeah, I gotta go play golf. Nah, nigga, that how that shit right. You ride with your people. Especially if you believe that shit's happening when it comes to corruption at the level that nigga Trump was talking about. Rigged machine, Dominion vote machine. Had the old bitch out there talking about release the Kraken. That bitch was out there talking about release the Kraken. I'm like, oh, that Trump. I'm sitting there eating buttered popcorn like, I wonder when the fuck that nigga gonna make a move then. The niggas will rally the troops. Niggas like January 6th, nigga. And then January 6th happened, and then niggas hop right back online talking about Antifa infiltrated. I'm like, y'all niggas always get infiltrated. At this point, there is no longer an infiltration. It just is you guys. Like, this is you. Uniparty. Like a unibutt, a uni-eyebrow, uniparty. Nigga, BLM, Antifa, MAGA, all the fucking same. Y'all niggas switch hit. Y'all some switch hitters. Y'all swingers. If this was a marriage, you niggas would be swingers. The way y'all just show the fuck up and just corral. How the fuck? That's why I told you. It's easy to get people. What I tell you at the beginning of the stream. It's easy to get people to do some wild shit when they're all together. That's why all it takes is a couple people to infiltrate shit like a protest. And it just be like, yeah, over here, nigga, over here. And you be like, the whole crowd be like, wait a minute. They go, what over here? Yeah, let's go over here, nigga. Nigga, we over here, nigga. Just one nigga was in Nancy Pelosi. He was going through her laptop, had her laptop. They was just walking around in there like a nigga at the Walgreens looking for the Rolaids. Just browsing, perusing. Niggas was like this. And then This some real G shit right here. I do. The water. Look at this one. I gotta get that off. My mama said, "Can you babysit me like shit?"
What do you want in there? I don't see your bottle. You just put it in a...
The whole bottle. Give me the whole
Oh,
market.
you want a jug of water?
Yeah, bring the whole jug, whatever. I don't. There are no special glasses.
I wasn't listening, so I don't know if you
That big ass bottle in there. That. Oh. Okay.
You want the small one?
Oh.
I don't understand. Are you drinking
Yeah.
out of it?
Yeah. Damn, she bought the whole joint. She was about to bring me the whole distiller. I said, what the fuck going? Damn, I said water. She brought me the whole distiller. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Put it back on the counter. Brought the whole distiller. We got a distiller in there. That should be running. And then you find out people was like, oh, when you distill the water, you get rid of the minerals. That's why I said I'm tired of listening. People don't know what the fuck they want to do. 1 minute is healthy, next minute is not. 1 minute well water is healthy, the next minute is immature. Oh, it has no time on it.
Wait, I'll give you a lid.
I don't even need a lid. I'm a 40 it. Oh, we still gotta go to the post office and see if Faith Ferris sent that stuff.
When they said you had to do a box, they didn't know it was
Oh, they notify you, right?
because they said that's stupid, so we went for notification. But what they said in the post office, it takes 24 hours, possibly, once they get it, to sift it through and put it to the viewers.
Yeah, so I'll go up there tomorrow. I'll just go up there tomorrow. Somebody said well water is fine, just gotta be aware of what's in the ground. Nah, cause we was reading something on
It was that book, or
they on Read Your DNA, they was talking about how structured water. That's why I'm like, oh, here we go,
but they
bro.
were saying that low water is basically immature water, and yeah, there's minerals in it, but it's below the surface for a reason. And the best water is the spring water.
Yeah, the best water is the spring water. Of course it would be something niggas don't have ready
You're
access
actually
to.
holding a bottle is the good spring water.
Oh, there's good spring water, bro?
That isn't the spring water. I just don't understand water.
There's good spring water, bro? This sparkling water though. This is sparkling water, bro.
It is, because that's what I bought, but it's our distilled water.
Yeah, I know we got the distilled
And
water.
is it good?
But why you reading up on something that said distilled water is bad for you or some shit?
Yeah, flat
Every
water
fucking
has
thing.
minerals into it. Well, it's not bad for you. It's just it takes away the minerals. So you need the best way to get water
Is to just drink it straight from a spring. Basically go to Fiji and just drink. take a trip to Fiji and just drink. Shit's impossible, ain't it? That's why they try and follow all this shit. That shit gonna give you a stomach. Oh darn, said pellet smoke. Oh darn, get out. Get out. Fuck, he talking about pellet smoke. I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. I just looked on the live chat and said, oh darn, pellet smoker. Nigga, get out.
We were gonna know, I forgot.
Hmm?
Turkey burgers.
That's all right, cause I want to hang some ribs. I want.
You eat a turkey.
I know. I want to go back to that one spot and get them ribs. Well, I might do a rack of lamb. I want to hang some shit. I got a Bronco. I want to hang shit. Nah, it ain't gonna be today. I might get it maybe Thursday, and I'll so we have something on Friday, or do something Saturday. I don't know. You like where I put your fig tree? It was, she had me move the fig tree. Yeah, I got the S hooks. I got the S hooks. Somebody said, thought you were troll. Oh, darn serious. I gave him a door. No, he needs to get out. Now he talking about pellet smokers. Get out. Somebody said electrolyte make the plants grow. We need electrolyte infrastructure. We don't have it going on like that. No, her reef is not there yet, Faith Fair, and it takes that post office box takes like they gotta sort it out, and it takes like a day for them to put it in the box. So you send it, and it says it was here today. It came Monday, then it'll probably be in the box tomorrow. But they supposed to give you notifications on that shit, but they don't, cause our PO box sucks. And then I didn't even want to do a P.O. box. It was coconut water will give you monkeypox. Someone asked what a trader was, BG. Oh, darn, get out again. I can't believe you would even entertain that question. What would my subscribers like?
A live stream while we're taking marketing from making this. They would love it.
There's literally no reception back there. There's, bruh, I already have patchy streams, and I'm standing in front of an access point. All my phones suck. The burner jank, this jank, with jank. What you mean they were walking apart? That shit gonna be blotchy as a bitch. I'm gonna have those Freedom Inc. quality straight. Freedom Inc. Freedom Inc. You know Freedom Inc. was on the road. Freedom Inc. in here, I know it ain't funny, but I want to talk shit about you personally for a second. Because Freedom Inc., you ain't seen it free. I was watching Freedom Inc. live stream yesterday. And you know he got that beat up at, he got that F1, he got that Ford. What was that, F-250? It's a diesel. Oh, he's on the dirtiest, jankiest road that Tennessee has to offer or some shit like that. He just going over the road. Well, today, God, I think I got a wheel hub that's falling apart. I don't know what the fuck going on with it. I'm over here back here on the dirt road. All you heard was his son was in the background. He was like, Dad, what the fuck? He was like, Dad, this truck old as this. He was like, son, I know it ain't a truck. It's just, I know it's a Ford. Where Freedom Inc. at? Freedom Inc., you in here? Y'all know Freedom Inc. in that truck. Now he need hubs. Or he got to go in there and fuck in the differential and fuck around with the carrier bearing. He's like, I don't know what it is. The carrier bearing, something new on the truck every fucking day. I was like, it's a fucking Ford, Freedom Inc. I was yelling at the screen. I was like, it's a Ford. Fucking, you might as well get a Honda Element. Close the window. You letting bugs in. That's all I want to Faith Fair say hi, whatever. Wonder about her read, that's it. Freedom ain't got that Ford, something wrong with that damn Ford every day. It's hard to be productive when you got a truck that does not want to cooperate. That's a moody, money-hungry, emotional pickup truck. They don't know who we be. They don't know who we be. What they don't know is the streets, the justice system. Go to jail and get shot. Somebody say that's not a privilege at that point. My wife bought a Subaru Outback. She trying to tell me something. I don't know, John. Just keep an eye on her. Now she picks up your chainsaw. She's telling you something. If you catch your wife out there with the chainsaw, she's telling you something. Fucking, that's why I had my P.O. box in Stafford, because I didn't want to have it where I'm at, because I know y'all some weirdos, and then people be trying to pinpoint where you live and all that other shit. And I know I ain't want to wake up one day, come in the backyard, my fucking fence painted, because somebody's on the live stream. You need to paint your fence. I figured out where you live, and I went over there to the myself and paint the fucking fence. Like, I don't got time for all that shit. Fucking wood piles been moved. I found out where Barricade Garage lives. I went over there and painted his fence. There's one nigga that's in the live chat every fucking day telling me I need to paint the fucking fence. Oh shit. Okay. So okay. Somebody said buy American or get out. Okay. Anonymity. Damn, the hostility though. What is you talking about me? You talking about because I said the only safe water to drink is found in Fiji, and you got to go all the way over there to get a sip of water? Because that's bullshit. Like, 1 minute you're going to be told, hey, well water is amazing water to drink. The next minute it's like, well, now it's not amazing water to drink because it's immature, and it's in the ground for a reason. But this is why I said, man, this is why so many people is just like, well, I don't want to do anything. It's like, this shit wild. I understand it's a learning process. 1 minute distilled water is like, yeah, that's what you want. 1 minute reverse osmosis, like, yeah, that's what you want. Then they'll be like, no, distilled water is better than reverse osmosis. And then you find out distilled water, you're cooking all the important shit out of it when you distill it. That's why I like, fuck it, leave it to be. We got a distiller, we let it grow. We let it go. We got a well, we ain't tapped in. We got a well right there. I see the well right there, but I mean, we got a distiller. And fuck it, leave it to be. We good with that. We got rid of NAFTA, kept the globalism. You're gonna have globalism with trade anyway. You're gonna have globalism with trade anyway. You can get rid of all that shit today. But if you want rubber from trees that comes from Africa, there's gonna be certain things you have to do to get it. There's gonna be certain routes, then you're gonna want to protect those routes. Other people are gonna want to get on it, then people are gonna form some type of united coalition or united front to protect it. Other people are gonna hate it, attack it. It's people being people. You always gonna have globalism. There's always gonna be some form, because it's too modern not to. Same way with internet. Globalism, Facebook, American company. They consider globalism, Facebook being in Korea. They're like, yo, this is fucking globalism. You know, and vice versa. TikTok, more globalism. The fact that you can get a fucking banana in December, more globalism. I was like, we over here eating watermelon. Watermelon is native to sub-Saharan Africa. It's a creeping vine plant that bears fruit called watermelon. Watermelon is also high in vitamin A and C, which is good for your skin and hair. But from the beginning, it was not so that shit was over here. That shit came from Africa. That shit came from sub-Saharan Africa. But now, you're in America or in Europe and you have watermelon when you go to the grocery store. Globalism. What all was done to acquire that? Going into another land, making deals, wheeling and dealing. You're going to have it one way or another. You ain't no ducking that. You ain't going to duck that work. You're going to get all that. This is why I have autistic kids at Autism Acres building infrastructure. This is why I have a book telling other people how to start and successfully maintain a zombie apocalypse group, even though I'm going to have my own zombie apocalypse group. And people say, why would you want other people to have this knowledge? And when they can start their group, don't you want more members in your group? I do, but I also understand that trade is very important. And if it isn't done right, then everything will go to shit real quick. So I'm giving people the skills and the know-how to engage in proper trade, say if they have a certain crop my group doesn't have, they read my book, they started and maintained a zombie apocalypse group based off of what my book, so they know me. Now we're in there. Now we're pretty much all one fucking group. We operate the same, we have the same creed, morals, same code. We're pretty much all one group. It's just they think they started their own group. No, we're the same. But you're all the way over there. You're in Kentucky, I'm over here. Another group's down there in Tennessee, another group's up there in Maine, and we're trading. We living it up. Meanwhile, everybody else scraggling, trying to make deals with people, but they can't trust them. So they go in to make a deal with certain zombie apocalypse group, and then they end up getting slaughtered. And that group takes all their supplies. So who's really winning? Me. Because I'm not trying to hoard everybody for my group. I understand it takes different people in different parts of the world and country to make shit work. You can call that globalism, but I'm thinking 10 steps ahead here. So you go to Ace Hardware and pick up my book, how to operate, how to start and successfully maintain a zombie apocalypse group. I'm not gonna keep the knowledge for myself. It's no fun. That's no fun. I could just keep it for my group, but I need somebody else's group. They may have a crop I can't grow in my region that my people might want. I like rubber trees. That shit doesn't grow here, you know. So we already basically it's a network before a network is even needed. That's why I told you niggas go buy my book. Because I'm the smartest retarded guy you know. Freedom Inc. said, man, I thought we voted me the leader of the group. Freedom Inc., you can't even keep your truck on the road. There's always something going on. How the fuck you gonna be a leader of a pilot group? Always something going on with that damn pickup truck. It's like, damn, the hub bearings. Freedom Inc., do you know what it is? The hub bearing? Damn, we all be on the side of the road if you was the leader. Well, he got the Ford. Hey, he got that Ford. That Ford been doing the fuck out of one. I wanted to like the Ford. I was happy for him. But that junk been doing the fuck out of one. That junk been moody, temperamental, emotional. That shit want freedom from you. Oh, darn said, I am the self-appointed leader of the church chat. Oh, darn, you need to get out. I put you out like 10 minutes ago. Like I said, it's the axle bearing. It's the axle bearing, but it would be fixed. Oh, darn, in here leaking zombie apocalypse group secrets to people that own traders, supporting pellet smokers. It's a 6.04 doing what 6.0 do. Man, I know Freedom Inc. He Freedom Inc. does his thing. He got the truck. It's always something with the truck, but it's always back on the road. I'm not saying. I'm just saying like, yo, that truck wild side like that. Like that John like. We trade string cheese for. I know my wife is not avoiding potholes when she drive. Oh, mine not either. She came on the other day. Like I hit all the potholes. I don't like how go out of your way to hit a pothole, won't you? It be them big joints too. The big joints that swallow up the wheel and control arm. I hit it going 80 miles an hour. It's like, damn, now you know I don't want you driving my truck. My shit gonna be sounding like Freedom Inc. shit if I let you drive it. That shit. You hitting potholes at 80 miles an hour. What the fuck you going so fast for? I was in a hurry to go to the container store so I can get more items that I know will upset you. I said, do you cook with lard? No, I don't. Do you grow asparagus, BG? No, not this year. And for people that's new here, yo, the title of this video, huh? Oh, that's asparagus right there? Oh, it's in the front yard. It's along the fence. I'm gonna let her, she's super crip blood about everything. You said the asparagus is where? Oh, that's asparagus right there? Yeah. I see it right here. I'm looking at it. It's my access point. You don't know asparagus is a perennial plant. It grows for 50 years. Okay, Matteo, forgive me for not being an asparagus expert. Hey, y'all forget, it be super crip blood people in here. Y'all forget I'm new to this. But we do got asparagus growing along the fence for no fucking reason. Like it just grows naturally there. It's like I'm here, I'm growing. There's nothing you can do about it. Somebody said I'm picking up another truck tomorrow that I have to work on, better than paying $6,000 for a 20-year-old truck with 300,000 miles. Damn. That's how much he was trying to get my truck. Now he wanted $7,000 for my truck. Is it a diesel? Dude wanted $7,000 for the truck he sold me. I said, man, look, I got 4,000. I got 4,000. $4,000 in a rack of ribs. Where? Damn, that's a 2006. And I don't even see him for that price no more. It's like now everybody want like $12,000 for a pickup truck. Used jank. I don't see no more janks like how I got. You probably could get a little old, get an old Chevy. Get like a, if I look, I'm pretty sure I can find, I'm good at finding deals. Like I said, strawberries be popping up. We got strawberries in the front yard. We got strawberries in the front yard right now. Somebody said, I heard you can make herbis. herbicides with their leaves. I don't know about that. Dude offered me $12,000 for my '98 Tacoma with 196,000 miles. I think he was high. Oh, he was definitely on bath salts. He was definitely on bath salts. That's some bath salt shit to say. Offer somebody $12,000 for a '98 Tacoma. So my best half-ton gas pickup truck, they won't Freedom Ink me. You can't ask me that. I'm not a reliable. Look, I'm biased. The best vehicle is my John Deere Gator. Easy to work on, simple. I mean, it doesn't ask for much. It had a little baby carburetor, little baby carburetor. Got a little baby carburetor on the John Deere Gator. Yeah, you do. Hey, you do a little throttle, you just put it together. So the best vehicle is, my John Deere Gator. Now, the second best is obviously my 2006 Chevy Silverado. It's a 1500. That's it. Anything, I don't care about I don't know about anything else. I'm biased. I hate all vehicles. They all break down, all of them. It ain't no point in that Ford, like, oh, the Ford, the Chevy. All of them. You either gonna have problems with a Ford, or you're gonna get a Chevy, and you're gonna have that check engine light on for a knock sensor. And that shit is just perpetually on. Like, it does not go away. Like, Chevy check engine lights don't go away. And clearly, Ford suspensions are always giving you shit. And don't get me started on Dodge. It's like you gotta pick your poison. You gotta pick your poison. You just gotta get with it. Don't let nobody tell you what not to get, what to get. Especially don't ask no mechanic. Mechanics are gonna, like, I hate Nissan Altimas. We know this. Now, there's people here that have reliable Nissan Altimas. They're like, yo, my shit hasn't even broke down once. It's just my bias talking. I'm biased as fuck. I'm not a good, I'm biased. I'm honest about it too. It's like I hate you. What do you drive right now? I'm gonna show you what you drive right now. He said a Dodge Neon. I hate that car. I fucking hate that car. Belinda Gill said I don't drive. I hate that car too. Because you gotta maintain the kneecaps. You be walking like shit. Toyotas, I fucking hate them. Don't do it. Anti-globalist said Nissan Altima, get out. Get the fuck out. So you see, this is honesty. I'm just being honest. Somebody said Honda Pilot. You can get out with anti-globalist who drives a Nissan Altima. That's just honesty. You can't ask me for reliable information. I hate all of them. And then people like, the older vehicles are the better vehicles. Shit, them shits break down like Noah. And then you gotta jump through hoops to get certain parts. Because the dealership, they don't keep nothing past 10 years. If that. So if you don't have the skills to like bend and like form lines and flares, and if you don't have skills to maintain your vehicle, you take it to that mechanic, that auto repair shop, that garage, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg for like a 30-year-old vehicle. Like that shit is, yeah. Oh, Darn said my other ride is your mom. Oh, burn. All right, you can come back to the group after that one. That was a nice little one. You've redeemed yourself for that pallet smoker comment. That was a good one, and it fit the situation. It fit the current topic. I like that. Somebody said I had a BMW for 3 weeks. I know what most people say about BMWs, but I mean, I have a BMW. It's like, that shit doesn't get It's not. It's problematic. My Chevy, my pickup truck has been more problematic than the BMW. But still, if you ask me, it does not have a plastic water pump. No, Skippy, no. Skippy 11 don't do it. It doesn't have a plastic water pump. I made sure. Like I made sure. It doesn't. But you know, a lot of people scared to work on the foreign vehicles. It's just different set of tools, that's all. But I mean they're easy to maintain. If you had the right tools, it's easy to maintain. You may not feel like doing it. It may call for like 4 hours. A certain job may call for like 5 hours, but you can get the job done. But certain people, they don't have time. They don't have backup vehicles, so they don't want to invest in shit like that. Like I get it. I'm just saying, yeah, the BMW we got has been better than the truck we got. It just takes premium. You know. Which right now, premium around here costs more than diesel. So that, you know. And it's an older one too, a 2010 X5 with the 4.8 V8. Nice little motor, got a lot of pickup to it. Somebody said I thought Ford didn't make ACs. Honda Civic has the easiest brake system to work on. I'm so sick of Honda Civics. Liberty Chick said, hey T, almost to Ohio. Y'all stay on the road. Somebody said the right side blowing hot. Nah, my truck was doing that shit too. That little goofy shit. It was like on one jank, that jank was blowing hot, and the AC blowing out of all. I'm like, what the fuck going on? That shit acting right now, but you know, I still got that fucking knock sensor code is on in my truck. It don't be nothing visibly wrong with the Chevys. Typically, it's always when you cut it on and you pay attention to the dash, you be like, oh, the ABS light is on. You be like, oh, the oh, the check engine light is on. The TCM light is on. The SRIC light is on. The fucking BLM light is on. It's just lit up. Fords typically have visible damage, like visible from the outside. You be like, oh, that shit fucked up. That shit giving you problems. Chevys, when you don't know until you get in it. Chevys will start giving you problems after you've committed to it. Like after you've committed to buying it. I swear, when I bought the truck, the check engine light comes on 2 days later, code for the knock sensor. That shit still has not went away. That shit is like, dog, we gonna be best friends, dog. Hey, big dog, where we going today, dog? That check engine light is still on there, bro. That shit. Like me and the check engine light know each other on first name basis. Somebody said, so a Chevy is like a Latino wife. You can say that. Hey BC, what you think of Tim Pool? That's what I'm trying to figure out. This nigga's new here. That nigga is new, ain't he? He new here, ain't he? All this shit I talk about Tim Pool. He's all, what you think about Tim Pool? Yeah, he's a new guy. Yeah, he don't know who we be. He don't know da-da. Who we be? Somebody say your lifter's clicking yet? No, but the exhaust to give you issues. But I had to tighten up the exhaust bolts when I got it. I thought it was the lifter. That shit was ticking. It was the exhaust. Somebody said, who was Tim Pool? Tim Pool? Chicken City Tim Pool? Shout out to Tim Pool. What else we got? I don't think premium is the same as ethanol free. I don't know. I know when you pull up to the gas station and hit the premium button, that shit say we need a left nut as a deposit, nigga. This shit, that shit you ain't nigga, you gotta they want one of your kids. You go in there trying to pay for gas, you pay for that premium with cash. They like, nah, nigga, we need one of your kids. This shit. We need one of your kids, nigga. This. So they can grow up in one of our labor camps. That shit expensive. Somebody said I've been gone for a while. Oh, woodworking gummy bear. Yo, I seen you on Jim Bob live stream, so I know what you look like now. I can put a face to the woodworking gummy bear. Damn, you haven't been here in a while? Fuck no, I didn't split all this with them all. I'd be fatigued as a bitch. Fuck no, woodworking gummy bear come out of nowhere. Did you split all of that with them all? Hell no, I'd be fatigued as a bitch. I'd be jacked as a bitch out here. Somebody said you pay premium in cash. They call the police because you gotta be a drug dealer. Nah, but typically what they do is they say the cash prices are cheaper than if you pay using like a debit card or something. But yeah, they want kids. they want kids. They want you to traffic people. You go in there and try to pay for premium with cash. They like, nah, we don't want the cash. We want you to traffic these two Mexicans to Arizona for us. You got a truck bed full of Guatemalans. You be like, I got that premium though. It went from sorry, we can't take 100 to here's $400 from your 100. No, but 100 that's typically would take me to fill up my tank on the truck on some Reggie. BG Jack from slinging all that wood. Man, hell no. Nah. And then I was out here working the log split and I seen somebody bring up Bucking Billy Ray. Man, y'all keep watching these niggas on YouTube thinking you just gonna swing a maul on wood. I'm swinging a maul on wood. I know everybody granddad got a story. It's like I split 22 cords a month with nothing but a splitting maul. I know they all got them fucking stories, man. Fuck that. Okay, there's something called efficiency. I'm not going to no one's property with a splitting maul and some wedges talking about where to work at. No. They gonna point to a pile. You're gonna swing an axe one time and understand that is sweet gum. That shit does not respect you or your axe. Sycamore does not respect you or your axe. Or your maul. I don't give a fuck. Fuck no. This nigga's splitting elm. Like, you gonna be all day with 2 rounds. I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck no. I know I'm still young, but I chose early on. I'm gonna work smarter, not harder. I'm gonna work smarter, not harder. And I'm not gonna throw my fucking back out all early and be fucked up in the game. The fuck is that on my forehead? People be like Bucking Billy Ray could do it. Bucking Billy Ray split all his wood with a maul. Here, look, my wife at the window now. She know I wouldn't be able to pull her back out if I was fatigued from splitting wood with a maul all day. I'm joking. But you know I'm serious. Okay, why the fuck did I walk over here? I got hit with a diagnosis. I got hit with a diagnosis. You lift too much already. You're causing back problems down the road. Like, I'm with a whole doctor out here. Hey, what'd you say? Huh? And I don't stretch. I need to stretch. You want me to stretch with you? She want me to stretch with her. I get hit with all types of diagnoses. You have what was Jesus like? Early, you're like 45, aren't you? No, I don't like saying my age. I said my age like, the other day. I was like, everybody know how old I am. Trey Dukes. I never use anything but an axe or a maul. Oh, that was you that made that comment, if it all fall. Nah, this is what I'm saying though, for efficiency's sake. And I know people think that like I was looking at it like people say, oh, the log splitter is too slow. You could just split it with an axe or a maul and it'd be faster. That's not true. That's not true at all. And then when you YouTube the videos, you be like, maul versus log splitter. You YouTube it. It's niggas, they got it lined up. Dude got it lined up. Big buff dude lined up. Suspenders on. I don't know why these niggas got the suspenders on. Lined up. One guy with a log splitter over there. The dude with the maul, he's swinging. That shit split open instantly. He's splitting it once. So you got two big ass halves. That shit is not practical. Now imagine that guy, he got to prop it back up. Turn it. And if it's a round that's over like 18 inches in diameter, he's going to have to start from the center. And he's going to have to work his way around. One round. Meanwhile, the guy on the splitter is not fatigued. He turning that bit. He working that bit. He got the nice cuts, the side splits that Watachi running free old ass could just move about easily. Cause the guy with the splitting maul, he's those big dumbass round. Look at it. Let me see if I can find one. I'm not talking about this type of shit right here. Even though I do feel like this would be faster on the splitter. But they'll split one of these rounds once down the middle, and now you got two big ass halves, and they call that firewood. I'm like, cuz, that's still a whole ass tree out here in the street. This ain't boiler wood. That's a whole tree, and you put it on the ground long enough, that shit gonna reroot itself and grow. Split that shit again. They don't want to split that shit. And then that's oak. You try doing that shit with sweet gum, you gonna fuck up your back. Then you gonna be talking about I got a slip disc. Meanwhile, the guy on the splitter is still working. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And I started with a splitting axe and a maul. That's how I started. Matt, some of you said sweet gum ain't no joke. And all these people splitting wood with an axe and maul on these manicured YouTube videos y'all be looking at, when y'all see these guys splitting wood, none of them, they're not splitting gum. They always get the like fucking poplar or fucking spruce. And then if you on the job, like because I don't just split, I help people out. Like I go to people's houses and I help them out so they can stay warm during the winter, because I'm nice. I can't show up with an axe and a splitting maul like, oh, where's it at? And they just point to a big ass pile. Like y'all seen that one picture in the community post. Imagine me doing that with a fucking splitting axe. in a mall. Man, you tripping. Fuck no. Like, this ain't a business, but it's a business. You know, time is money. Some people say it's faster. No, it's not. It's just that fatigue sets in, and now you need a break. Oh, but as you level up, you as you level up, you naturally increase productivity. Like no one's looking at the forestry companies and saying to themselves, hey, that guy has tiger cats. It'll be quicker if you just get a team of guys with an axe to chop down these trees and move these trees. No. Because time is money, and they're doing it the most efficient way possible. And they are effective at what they do. That's like telling a guy with a chainsaw cutting down a tree, like, you could do it. I could do that with an axe. I could chop down that tree with an axe. That shit doesn't make sense. It would probably be faster with the wood chunks. Damn right, buy my wood chunks. You see a guy with a chainsaw cutting down a big ass maple tree. Somebody could do that. You could just use an axe and do that. You see me cutting down, look at that squirrel. For no fucking reason. Get off the maple tree. You see somebody cutting down this tree, cutting down this maple tree with a chainsaw. Like, you should just take an axe and do it. Get a fucking axe, man. So y'all, I'm gonna need y'all to stop telling me to just swing an axe at these rounds right here when you see me operating that log splitter. This grown man work. Little baby carburetor. I let this shit out in the rain. My backup carburetor got a backup carburetor to its backup carburetor for the Gator, and people like, just clean them. Like, man, look, backups on backups. I got backup carburetors like Richie from Boston got backup channels. I got all types of fucking supplies. Hey guys, it's a backup carburetor to my backup carburetor to the carburetor that's currently sitting on the Gator over there. You should be great at throwing a hatchet by now, BG. I'll hatchet the fuck out of somebody. Where my picaroon at? Somebody seen me using the picaroon the other day and got mad. They was like, you should just use the tongs. Get the tongs. The fucking tongs. You're not picking up no shit like that with tongs, boy, unless you moving it with a tractor and got a choke chain on it. You don't pick up these with tongs. All you gotta do is just that shit was easy. You just drag shit off and just You can't do that with tongs. Tongs have a purpose. Everything has its purpose. But I just feel like this easier. All that white oak. And I let it get rained on. We had a thunderstorm yesterday. I let everything get rained on. You see it done dried out. That surface level moisture, that ain't nothing to concern yourself with. It's that snow you need to protect it from, because that shit, the snow will do shit like settle deep in the grooves where no sun go, and your shit will just stay moist for like weeks and weeks after the snow falls. So I'm gonna cover everything with a tarp when that snow, when we start getting snow again. But rain, that shit go right away. Like all this shit dry. Then you put it with the bark side down so the meat could face the sun and the sun could just cook it. Ain't no point letting the sun cook the bark. Nah. Go ahead, flip that bitch over and let that sun cook that meat. Don't be scared of a little rain. The sun been cooking the side of this right here. You see it starting to turn gray a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, any questions? I'm about to get up out of here. We didn't get the rain down here. Yeah, it stormed last night. We only got an hour of rain the last few days in Louisiana. What's your opinion on Mopar? I mean, Mopar or no part? Mopar or no part? And people thought it was bullshit, like them, bro. Them Chrysler vehicles, people be getting like Denso sensors and like fucking O'Reilly brand and AutoZone brand sensors. I mean, you might as well get the Mopar. Like Chrysler vehicles are more finicky about what you put on them than BMWs. It's like, no, that Mopar is Chrysler's parts manufacturer. Go get the fucking Mopar. Ancestry knowledge. Go bring it back. Oh darn, that was gay. Get out. What brand of pitchfork do you own? I don't know. I went to Ace Hardware and got this. I went to Ace Hardware and got both of these pitchforks. They were only about like 50 bucks. I think I paid 50 bucks for this one. I don't know what brand. I mean, it doesn't say, and I'm not like a pitchfork expert. It's just Ace Hardware. I don't know. Like a little 50-buck pitchfork. 5 tines. BG going to watch Owen stream. See you over there. I might check out Owen today. Over there on Odyssey. That should be buffering like shit though. I be wanting something to listen to, so I'll just be like, fuck it. I'll just talk to my damn self. Pitchfork experts. Yeah, I'm about to get it. And then when I do this, I'm gonna go there and do that maple. And then take care of that shit I got grown in the compost pile right there. Santos with the moon vid. Anyone seen that? No, we haven't. Alright, Faith Farrah. So yeah, I'm gonna check the P.O. box tomorrow and see if that came, but I know it's not there today. That fucking P.O. box sucks. Can't even find something to listen to before someone throws shade. Well, what you talking about? Go listen to who you fucking listen to. You don't need someone to throw shade or sunshine. Do what you do. Everybody else gonna just do what they can about it. Don't fucking matter. Y'all just heard me rant about how Anomaly produces shitty rap songs. Is that gonna stop you from listening to his rap songs if you like it? Fuck no. Do what you do, fam. That's what you do. Stop waiting on somebody else's approval. Stop waiting on somebody else's approval. Somebody got mad at me the other day too. Anomaly can rap. Like, no, you just like what he's saying, them shits. But as far as rapping, the art, no. Nigga, just not a great hip hop artist at all. By any stretch of the imagination. And I like it. Shout out to Anomaly. He just can't he can't rap. Maybe we need to table that rap, situation he has going on. I can get him out here to do some real work. So he can get some hairs on his chest or something. I ain't talking about him like that. He older than me though. Anomaly's older than me. Like, damn, you supposed to be showing me something. How not to be a shitty rap artist. Diamond Sauce, now I'm curious, who is this? I'd rather not watch Owen throw beers at his dog or cat like he's not drinking on stream. Anomaly is the voice of a generation. I hear you. Shout out. You sell a lot of wood in summer or just sit on most of it till fall? Nah, I like helping people out. I'm just here to help. Like, I'll offer service any way I can to help people out, get on their feet, keep their house warm, keep their yards looking like something, and keep their upward mobility alive by repairing tiny problems on vehicles that I don't like. Like, I'm not even a fucking mechanic no more. I don't do mechanic work no more because I'm picky as hell. Like, I don't have to do that no more, like, full time, so I don't. That shit, that's tough money right there. Like, I'll do tiny problems unless I fuck with you like that. And then, you can come over, let it sit for a couple days while I work on it, or remove transmissions or fix something, do something. But other than that, I'm like, no, fuck no. They just be like, oh, my serpentine belt. I'll be like, all right, come on over. Come on over. People be like, ball joints. No, not at all. No chance. You have helped in more ways that I can put in this comment. Thank you. I want a trailer, but have nowhere to park it. I live in an apartment complex. Any ideas? Man, I know a lot of people that live in apartment complexes with trailers. I drive past them all the time. They just park them on the side of the road and buy a little lock for them. But then again, I don't know what all, certain people apartment complexes just built differently. But it'd be like a line on the main road and people just be parking trailers there where cars would be. And they lock them. They get the little tongue lock. You mean you suck at it, so now you will change oil? That's what I heard. I don't even change oil. That's a lie. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I changed the oil for all of my family members' vehicles. Like, they all come from Maryland here, so I can change their oil. So I do change oil. There's a strong argument for that. Somebody said getting lazy, huh? Nah, just other things. Just other things. Like, I'd rather be doing this than just, fucking, working on a Nissan Altima. Like, I'd rather cut grass. Somebody said, you mean, and Freedom Inc., you texting, ain't you driving? Ain't you on the way to Ohio, Freedom Inc.? I'm gonna need you to put the fucking phone down right now. How you texting with one hand in that shitty Ford? That Ford demands all your attention to stay on the road. How you just putting your input, you put your little 2 cents in the chat and operating that needy ass Ford at the same time at highway speeds? People these days switch careers like 8 times in their lives these days. It is a lot. Yep. Yep. Yeshua Lion said, guard your heart above all things, for out of it flows the wellspring of life. And with that, I'm out. Barricade Garage. Asshole with a cell phone. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I gave him that Canadian out. Canadians can't say out neither. They like, we know they can't say about. They can't say out neither. They say out. Out. They're like, what the fuck was that? Say that, what was that? Out. Get out. A boot. A boot. It's a boot time. It's a boot time. Like a Scotsman or something. It's a boot time. It's a boot time. Somebody said, or boat. Boot. Boot. Take my 2 minutes of questions first. Someone please ask him a question. I'm out. I'm fucking out. Chill out, Leia shit. I'm out. It's about time I got off of here. Nicholas Canada said, what's your garden goals? Oh, I'm glad you asked. Let me take you over here. Let me take you over here if my access point will allow me. Huh? Yeah, we'll wire it to do the watermelons. And the watermelon patch is not coming along as good as I thought. But that's okay. No problems, only solutions. I have another plan. We're going to get it done. Don't worry, guys. But plans for the garden, let me see. I'm going to just do more gardens. We got this shit over here looking wild. Somebody said you need to add manure. That's what the missus out here doing. I need to add the wood chips. That's why I pulled out the wood chipper. Yeah, we're going to add manure, minerals, and all types of shit. Get the cat. Yeah, these doing real good. What you gonna make? A salad? She wants some of them. Green and red. We gonna add all types of shit. Yep. Coming with me. You coming with me? Shma. Don't you wanna? Yeah, come with me. Alright, so I got some food. Obviously, I got food. So I guess I did live up to the title of this video. She in there, she about to make a salad. So we got some of the green. And the red. Wonder well that we need well infrastructure for. But I smell fresh too. Mm-hmm. Like, how is this not money? They'd be like, how much I owe you? They'd be like, like $10. You'd be like, all right, hold on, let me see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get 2 for $5. Let me get 2 for $5. I got 2 for $5. They just want deals. This shit been money. This is the real green. This been money. Well, we about to make a drug trend. We about to do. Yeah. Call. Let me summon her. Let me see. We can get a stick. That baby ass stick. Stick was baby as hell.
I thought you were doing a drug deal with that woman.
You thought I was doing a drug deal with the money? I was telling her how to count.
Drop one.
She said I dropped one. It's like dropping your EBT card. Excuse me, sir, you dropped your EBT card. Drop the EBT card. That electronic benefit transfer. Oh, I ain't show you. I'm supposed to be getting up out of here though. Somebody said you got some ranch. See, I have another group working on that. It's gonna be like a little loose-knit community. But yeah, I'm out. So if you want to learn about what the title is, head on over to my Patreon. Cause I didn't talk about that here. So I don't want y'all to think this clickbait. Shut the fuck up. I don't want y'all to think this clickbait. Grow hemp for soil. No. I don't want y'all to think. And the birds act like I don't know. They've been over there nibbling on stuff. I got some finches. Golden finch. Learn how to identify birds. Take my 2 minutes of questions before you get out. Yeah, buy my book. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna delete this too. I'm gonna fucking delete this. I'm out.